So what are we working on? So there's not a lot of YouTube videos out there for guns, especially black powder like these. And so I figured I'd just do some stuff up, put some stuff up, and see what happens. So I'm working on a Southern Mountain rifle. You can't really tell right now. There's a lot of wood to work on. And as you can tell, I'm disorganized and messy. That's something I'm working on to fix. But this is a 45 caliber match grade barrel made by Rice Barrel Company with a long tang that I customized into a lollipop. And the inletting is done. It looks good enough for government work, and we will see how it comes out. So what's next, right? What's next is locating the holes for the barrel pins, and I will try to get a little tripod so I can put this up, and you guys, anyone watching this, can see how we're going to locate the pins, or the location for the pins, and get those holes drilled. We'll also probably have to shave down some of the sides here on the side panels. You can tell they're very thick. They're definitely not formed completely yet. After we get the barrel in with the pins, the next step is going to be putting the touch hole in right about in here. As you can tell, it's a little fuzzy. As you can tell, there's a lot of wood to take down so that we can put the touch hole in and have it actually be exposed. Once the touch hole's in, we're going to put the lock in. And the lock will go on this side. It's going to be a right-handed firing rifle. And once the lock's in, then we can do the trigger. But I'm thinking we're going to have to start taking wood off as well before we get too hot and heavy into mounting the lock, the trigger guard, all of that. There's a bunch of wood that's got to come off of here. And right here, no. So we've got the trigger guard in there. We're gonna have to take a hacksaw, take those extra tabs of metal off the sides of, or the tabs of the trigger guard. We got the trigger in there too. That's not the right trigger. That's to a different gun. Multiple projects, not enough time. But so I hope to make some more videos and show progress on this gun, and just so you guys get a look down at the breech end. We've got our breech carved out. We've got really good contact on the back side of the breech where the barrel is going to be pushing against it when it fires. We've got contact down on the bottom. Not as much as I'd really honestly like. I might bed the bottom of the barrel with fiberglass just to make it really solid. I mean, what's the point of a match grade barrel if you don't have good bedding? Farther up the stock, it doesn't really matter as long as it holds itself together. But the bedding is the back 6 or 8 inches or so of the barrel is what's really important for good consistency and strength, because the wrist is always the weakest part of the gun. All right, and if you got bad angles and not enough support, you're not gonna have good consistency, or possibly even split the wrist, and your gun will fall apart and it'll be unusable, and you'll have a very expensive set of fire pokers and firewood. Now, check back in, see if we can start making this thing look like an actual gun instead of a hunk of tree.